data to the destination, So have you understood the concept of pure Aloha protocol, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, girls. Asha, Himanshu,
Yes, sir. Understood.
Tasneem,
Yes, sir.
Lab.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can I proceed for next, topic?
Yes, sir.
So this is what has been explained. This is what I have chosen Kmax to be 15. So 15 attempts will be made by the sending source. Maximum 15 attempts will be made by the sending source to send the data. Got the idea? To transmit the data of the data means last frame, which for which acknowledgement did not come. Okay. And this is something in the scenario. Now I have a problem here. Say I have a problem. The station on a wireless Aloha network has a maximum 600 kilometers apart. That means here the sending source, you got the idea. So here one station and a second station. So this is say station 1, and this is another sending station, say nth sending station. I'm not saying which sending station. Distance between them is 600 kilometers. So distance between them is 600 kilometers. You got the idea? The distance between them is 600 kilometers. Okay. Maximum stations on a wireless are maximum 600 kilometers apart. So one station, between one station and other station, it is 600 kilometer apart. So there is another station, say, so maximum 600 apart means suppose this is 450 kilometers. This distance is 450 kilometers. So maximum, you got the 450 kilometers apart. These two stations are 450 kilometers apart. So this is another station, 450 kilometers. So the maximum, what I meant to say, the distance between two stations is 600 kilometers. This is what. If we assume that signals propagate at the rate, speed of the light, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. So how much, will be my propagation time? So propagation time is nothing but time to travel. This distance of 600 kilometer is nothing but distance divided by speed. That's the time, right? Time is nothing but distance by speed. You know this formula in physics? Yes or no? Time is equal to distance divided by speed.
Yes, sir.
You know this formula?
Yes,
So
sir.
formula. So distance is 600 kilometers. Since this has been given, this data 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters, it is given in meters. So I have to convert this 600 kilometers into meters. So I am multiplying it by 1000, 600 into 1000. Have you understood? To convert this kilometers into meters, I have multiplied 600 by 1000 divided by, so this is the distance. These 600,000 meters apart. You got the idea? Divided by the speed. Speed is 3 into 10 to the power 8. So this is nothing but 6 into 10 to the power 5. I can say 6, if you solve this, 6 into 10 to the power 5. 6 into 10 to the power 5. You got the idea? Divided by 3 into 10 to the power 8. You got the idea? So 3 into 10 to the power 8. So this 10 to the power 5 goes with this, 10 to the power 5. So this 10 to the power 8 can be written as 10 to the power 5 into 10 to the power 3. So I'll be getting 10 to the power 3. You got the idea? And this 3 goes with the 6 2 times. So 2 divided by 10 cube. 2 divided by 10 cube is nothing but 2 divided by 1000. You got the idea? 2 divided by 1000. So I can say 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 seconds. So I can simply say that it is 2 milliseconds. It is 2 milliseconds. And suppose k is equal to 2. K is equal to 2. So this is k is equal to 0, attempt got over, then k is equal to 1, attempt got over, and k is equal to 2 km. So k is equal to 2 means r will have value. R will have value what? 2 to the power k minus 1. 2 to the power k minus 1. So since, so this is r. Okay, so 2 to the power k is equal to 2 means it has made a second attempt. 2 to the power 2 minus 1. So this gets the value 4 minus 1, 3. So r gets any value between 0, 1, 2, 3. So back of time. Back of time can be, now what is the frame time? T frame. So it is TB is nothing but R into TP. TP we have calculated as 2 milliseconds. Time to propagation time. Propagation time is 2 milliseconds. So this is 2 millisecond. This TP is equal to 2 millisecond. Okay, this TP is equal to 2 milliseconds. So this is 2 millisecond into R. Suppose R is 0. If R is chosen as 0, waiting time, back of time will be 0, because 0 into 2 millisecond is 0. So no wait is there, directly it has to transmit the data. Then if R is equal to taken as 2, you got the idea? So then back of time, TB. So back of time in that case will be 1. When R is equal to 1, so 1 into 2, 2 millisecond it has to wait. If R is equal to 2, so 2 into 2 millisecond it has to wait for 4 millisecond for retransmitting the copy of the frame which for which acknowledgement was not received. Then if R is equal to 3 into 2, it has to wait for 6 millisecond if the value of R is chosen as 3. In that case, 3 into TP. TP is, we have calculated TP as 2 milliseconds. So this will be the wait times, back off time. So this 0, 2, 4, 6 is nothing but back off time. So this is the back off time. So this is TB, back off time. It can be either 0, or it can be 2, or it can be 4, or it can be 6 millisecond, after which this sending source will attempt to send a new copy of the previously sent frame. This is what happens. So here, there is the problem. Why it is not doing? Well, this is there, and vulnerable time. Now we will define the last topic of today. It is called vulnerable time. What is the vulnerable time? Basically, vulnerable time we will define by this definition. Say it is defined as length of time. So sorry, this should be is defined as length of time in which there is a possibility of collision. So this particular time is defined as vulnerable time. So vulnerable time means time. Meaning of the word vulnerable is weak time. What is the weak time or vulnerable time? You should write vulnerable time. You should not write weak time, right? Weak is the meaning. So it is length of time during which there is a chance of collision. There is a chance or possibility of the collision with another frame from some other sending source. You got the idea? Assuming that stations send fixed length frames, all the stations are sending frames of the same size. Generally, that doesn't happen. the frames will be of different size. You got the idea? So that frame transmission time is defined as TFR. You got the frame transmission time is taken as. So this is the vulnerable time. Suppose T minus FR, this source, first source has sent its frame. At point T, you got the idea, this frame has already arrived, and by that time, the last portion of this frame B, because by the time this frame was released, I mean to say bits from this source were being released, this second source has already started releasing its what I mean to say bits, because it found that it was idle and this frame did not arrive. So front portion of the I must have taken some different highlighter. Highlighter color, I should take this here. So front portion of the frame A gets garbled or collided with the last portion of frame B, and the front portion of frame B, gets collided with the last portion of the frame C, So here you can see this particular time and this particular time is called vulnerable time. This is the vulnerable time during which the collision may occur. Collision may occur between station 1 and station 2. So have you understood the definition of uh, vulnerable time, Shashini?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have seen today concept of, sorry, this is highlighter right now. I have to erase all the things. Okay, fine. So concept of, let us just review the basic concepts of random access, under which we have covered pure Aloha only. There is another Aloha which is called as slotted Aloha that we'll see tomorrow. So this is random access method, and multiple access protocol. These are the three types of protocol: random access protocol, controlled access, and channelization protocol. Under random access, these are the three protocols that we'll have to study, and under controlled access protocol, these are the three, and under channelization. So overall, there will be, all the three inclusive. I have 9 protocols to study. And under this, we had defined concept of random access. Why it is called random access? Because any station is free to send its frame, and they can access the shared medium any point of time. And they will be always competing with each other to send their frame. So we had studied Aloha. We got the idea. This was the earliest. This was the earliest. What I mean to say. This was the earliest protocol for transmitting the data. Okay. So this was there.
You said for this means I have to wait till this 353 completes and then create a common PR.
Why it is?
For executable specs and all, there won't be any PR.
Okay. So this is what this is where in pure Aloha we have seen that out of 8 frames that were sent, only 2 reached the destination. And pure Aloha, this is the before this is the algorithm that goes with pure Aloha, which we have studied, and how back-off time is calculated. This we have seen everything. So this is there, and we have seen this particular problem. Right? We have studied the problem here. Then we have studied concept of vulnerable time. Generally, vulnerable time for pure Aloha is taken as twice into transmission frame transmission time. So this is what you have to remember. Tomorrow we shall see more problems and more concepts. So have a nice day. and I'll stop sharing.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Sir, I just wanted to